Audio Jungle.
A pleasant good morning and welcome to King's News Broom. News Broom is a 45 minutes news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and the rest of the world. Today is Monday, November 4th, 2024, and I am Newton Topa presenting. Stories the following this morning: a group of unknown Liberians have planned to march on Capitol Hill in demand of lawmakers violating the Constitution of Liberia to remove Speaker J. Fonati Kofa. President Joseph Boakai writes, House Speaker Councillor J. Fonati Kofa requesting an extension of the legislative section for the executive to present a draft national budget. The presiding justice in Chimba at the Supreme Court mandates Criminal Code A resident Judge Roosevelt Wole to release a Ghanaian national, Ibrahima Khalid Sharif, from the Monrovia Central Prison. Says Solicitor General Councillor Augustine Fayad misled the High Court Justice regarding an indictment of the defendant. And away from home, a lightning strike at a refugee camp in Uganda has killed 13 children and one adult. Police say these are stories following this morning on King's News Broom. But let's take a very short break. When we come back, we join Otis Sankan with the news bulletin. Thanks for rejoining us. Let's now cross over to Otis Sankan for the news bulletin. Otis, good morning.
Good morning, Newton, and good morning, everyone. A group of unknown Liberians have planned a march on Capitol Hill to demand lawmakers who they claim might have taken bribes to subvert or violate the Constitution of Liberia to get back to work. According to information circulating on social media, the planned march is set for Tuesday, November 5th. Some sources within the group noted that unknown group is not questioning the removal of the speaker, but they are seeking the 43 lawmakers of the majority bloc to use the Constitution of Liberia and the House's rules to remove the speaker. They said Liberia are interested in the allegation leveled against the speaker and articulated in the resolution, but they are of the stronger conviction that when the speaker is removed in line with the Constitution, that's the Constitution of Liberia and accorded due process, a lot of things will be exposed, adding that this could lead to a serious reform at the national legislature. The presiding justice in Chima at the Supreme Court is expected to grant or decline to issue alternative rate of prohibition on Monday, November 4th, as prayed for by the Embattled House Speaker, Councillor Fonati Kofa, to stop his removal without due process. Associate Justice Yemi Basit, according to our judiciary correspondent, has since stopped the majority bloc to halt all proceedings leading to the removal of the Embattled House Speaker and mandated both parties to appear before him for a legal conference on November 4th before making any decision on the matter. Our judiciary correspondent said Justice Basit's legal conference was triggered by the Embattled House Speaker, Councillor Fonati Kofa petition for a writ of prohibition. Councillor Kofa petition has questioned his colleagues' actions to remove him without due process and is seeking the High Court intervention through a petition for a writ of prohibition as provided by Chapter 16, Section 16.21 of the Civil Law, that's the Civil Procedure Law of Liberia. The presiding justice in Chima at the Supreme Court has mandated Criminal Code A presiding Judge Roosevelt Wole to release a Guinean national, Ibrahima Khalid Sharif, from the Monrovia Central Prison after Solicitor General Councillor Augustine Fayad misled the High Court Justice regarding an indictment on defendant Sharif. Defendant Khalid Sharif was wrongfully detained at the Monrovia Central Prison following his arrest in September by state securities on allegation of plotting to overthrow the military government of Guinea headed by General Mamadou Doumbouya through the borders between Liberia and Guinea. Associate Justice Yami Basit mandated to Judge Wole, according to our judiciary correspondent, was triggered by Solicitor General Councillor Augustine Fayad's refusal to bring defendant Sharif to court on November 25th with his criminal indictment as was agreed during a legal conference with Justice Bassett and party lawyers at the Temple of Justice. Our judiciary correspondent further said Justice Willett has since read the mandate from Justice Bassett in open and state interposed on objection, and as such, the Guinean national is expected to be released on Monday, November 4th, 2024. The trial juror at Criminal Code D have refused to convict or acquit three defendants, including a female on allegation of armed robbery. Defendant Ma Helena Selly, Patrick Morris, alias Hola P, and Shaki Bang, alias Handshake, were indicted by the grand jury of the Montserrat County in 2022 for armed robbery several individuals in Grand Gila Community, Lower Mangibi County. But the judiciary that the trial juror, according to our judiciary correspondent, submitted a divided verdict to the court with 7% voted for conviction while 5% for acquittal, which resulted into a hung verdict. According to our judiciary correspondent, the juror hung verdict falls criminal code deed with resident judge Mamitat Jabatel Salif to announce for a new trial and later mandated the men defendant return at the Monrovia Central Prison, while Ma Helena Sally remain on bail until the matter can reopen during the November terms of court as provided by law. President Joseph Boakai has written the House Speaker, Councillor Fonati Kofa, requesting an extension of the legislative section so that the executive can present a draft national budget. The communication stated October 25th, 2024, noted that the draft budget presentation was due on October 31, 2024. President Boakai communications came amid ongoing political crisis on Capitol Hill that has disrupted legislative session for several weeks when over 40 members of the House of Representatives opposed Speaker Kofa's leadership and have refused to submit to his gavel. They have been conducting separate meetings away from the chamber under Kofa control to oust the embattled speaker. Kofa has about 29 representatives backing his leadership, but needs 8 additional representatives to conduct sections. President Boakai communication with Speaker Kofa suggests that the executive recognizes his leadership as the rebel lawmaker lacked the required 49 members to vote Kofa out. Addressing